A supercalifragilisticexpialidocious morning, everyone. So before we officially start for our lesson for today, may I request everyone to please stand up for our prayer. And Mr. Sharpay, kindly do the honor. Father of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Father, the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So class, before you take your seat, kindly arrange your chair and pick up the pieces of the paper and throw it to the trash can. So class, once I call your name, say here if it is here, sick if sick, absent is absent, and excuse is excuse. So, Mr. Bridgerton. Very good, everyone is present for today. So how are you today, class? So are you all ready for our lesson for today? The spirit. And I can see it through to your eyes that you are already excited and eager to learn.
Before we start to our topic for today, may I request everyone to participate in this activity. So, this activity is aligned to our discussion for today. Are you ready, class? Alright, so this activity is a game and it's called Arrange the Jumbled Letters. So, here's the instruction. I will be presenting 5 illustrations, and under of it are the jumbled letters. Are we all clear, class? Very good. So let's begin. Number 1. Guess the word. Anyone? Alright, if you want to answer, please raise your hand. Yes, Mr. Brian. Very good. The answer for number 1 is, it's very obvious, class. So the answer for number 1 is president. Okay, let's move to number 2. Guess the word. May have Miss Rizzoli. Very good. The answer for number 2 is government. Okay, let's proceed to number 3. Guess the word. May have Mr. Paul. Your answer is wrong. Another. Yes, Miss Jenjen. Very good. So the answer for number 3 is legislative. Again, legislative. Okay, last 2 pictures. Number 4. Guess the word. Very good. The answer for number 4 is judiciary. Okay, last picture. Number 5. Guess the word. That's great, class. The answer for number 5 is executive. All right. Thank you for participating to our short activity class. I hope you enjoy. I hope you gained something from that word. And also, please give yourself a round of applause. In a line of what we are doing earlier, class, do you have any idea what is our lesson for today? Alright, so our lesson for today is all about the 3 branches of the government. So class, please lend your ears because this topic is very interesting and will give you an insight in relation to our government. The Philippine government takes place in an organized framework of a presidential, representative, and democratic republic whereby the president is both the head of the state and the head of the government. The Philippines is a republic form of government wherein power is equally divided among the three branches: the legislative, executive, and judiciary. Let's talk about the legislative first. The legislative branch is authorized to make laws, alter, repeal them through the power vested in the Philippine Congress. This branch enacts legislations, confirms or rejects the presidential appointments to declare war. The House of Representatives is composed of 250 members that are elected through legislative districts from provinces, cities, and municipalities, in which also elected through the party list system of registered national and sectoral parties of organization. And the Senate is composed of 24 senators who are elected at large by the qualified voters in the Philippines.
So now, class, the executive branch. The executive branch carries out and enforces law. It includes the president, the vice president, the cabinet, the independent agency, the executive department, the commission, the board, and the communities. The president leads the country. He or she is the commander-in-chief of all armed forces in the Philippines. The president will serve the country in 6 years term and cannot be re-elected. The vice president support the president. If the president is not able to do his or her duty, the vice president rather, will be the substitute or will do the job of the president. He or she served a 6 years term and cannot also be re-elected. The cabinets serve as the advisor of the president. They include the vice president and the executive head of department. The cabinets are nominated by the president and must be confirmed by the head of the appointment. So class, now let's move on to the last one, which is the judicial branch. The judicial branch hold the powers of controversies involving rights that are legally dependable and enforceable. This branch is made up of Supreme and lower court. This branch also interprets the meaning of the laws, apply the laws to the individual cases, and decide whether the laws are violated by the Constitution. Alright class, to sum it up, the legislative branch is the law-making body, the executive branch is the law-enforcing body, and lastly, the judicial branch is the law-interpreting body. Executive power is exercised by the government under the leadership of the president. Legislative power is vested by both government and the two chambers, the upper and the lower chamber. The upper chamber is the Congress, the Senate. We have the 24 senators rather, and the lower chamber is the House Representative. Lastly, the judicial vested the power with the Supreme Court of the Philippines or the highest judicial body. So class, those are the three branches of the government and their responsibility. So do you have any questions, clarifications regarding to the discussion a while ago?
So now we will have another set of activity, but this time by group. So here are the following things to do. I will group you into 3 groups, and I will assign what certain branch or you belong. So for group 1 is legislative, and for group 2 is executive, and for group 3 is judiciary. And each group will have to create a concept map regarding the parts, roles, and responsibilities of each branch of the government. And lastly, the leader will present it in front of the class. Understood, class? All right. Time is up, class. Very good. It was a blast. Alright, do you have any questions and clarifications regarding to what we discussed earlier, class? And if not, that means you totally comprehend what we tackled lately. And by that, please get one whole sheet of paper because we will have a short quiz to test your understanding.
So class, before I gave your assignment, may I know who got the highest possible score? Wow, very good everyone! That's great, keep it up. So right now your assignment is, what will happen if there is no government? And by the way class, before we end our class, kindly pick up the pieces of the paper and arrange your chair properly. So goodbye class, and see you next week.